Hey, Okinawa. Hello to my konnichiwa, to my Japanese friends. Okay, hey everyone. It's so wonderful to be up here again. And remember me, it's your girl Janet from Wimbledon, Southwest London. Um, like I told you, this is not just a hair channel. This is a channel that talks about everything. In the past, I've told you if you want to talk about money management, bereavement, um, I think this is, I don't know whether we're calling it film removing of lock, anxiety, depression. I'm doing an online course in psychology, although I do have a legal background. I've worked in the private and public sector in London, and now I have a career break. I'm just doing some voluntary stuff online, apart from my YouTube channel and doing some online courses. I know Christmas can be stressful, especially in this difficult time. So I'm just taking it easy. I'm just buying what I can buy and you know, um, and things like that. Whew. So I just wanted to say, you know, I hope you guys are looking forward to Christmas. I know it's a quiet Christmas, so I'm just gonna say hello to my golden reindeer over there, and you know. Okay, so I'm gonna talk to you about my latest wash day in another video when I have my braid out. Today I really want to talk about how you care for your natural plaits or braids in preparation for a braid out or your wig. Now I'm not going to show you my wig or anything now. I got few months ago I got a kinky wig for Christmas because I said I'm not going to go to the salon this year to do any cornrow, well, sort of a cornrow sort of because I can't do cornrow and I'm still practicing, and I actually prefer to try to learn how to do the knotted single braids with attachment, but I didn't buy any attachment or anything. I'm still doing another weight loss journey, and I'm doing my natural hair journey, and a lot of stuff happened. Basically, this is going to be a really long channel because I'm going to take out my braids in front of you. Another something else happened during my last wash day, but I'm not going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about it when I have my braid out. Now what I'm going to do is I'm here to um take out my natural braids, but not to do my braid out now. When I want to do a braid out, like a braid out, or put my hair in a wig, when I wash and color and blah blah blah, or if I have my hair in wigs or natural plaits, every week I put my moisturizing stuff on it, which could be water, aloe vera juice, some old some old leave-in watery setting lotion, especially if it has menthol in it. And I've decided I may start adding green tea or peppermint tea in it. I'm not gonna wash that off. I've decided to do it because not everybody can find the eucalyptus oil and blah blah blah. What I do is I just use Vicks or Tiger Balm or Baniki or Mentholatum, and I put that, and I have to put it on certain sections of my hair because the middle of my hair is very sensitive. If you get something it doesn't like, it just will start rebelling. So I have to start looking after it, and now I'm looking after it because I introduced something new to my hair that my hair didn't like, and the middle of my hair started having the problems it used to have in the past. So I'm kind of like treating it, but I'm not going to talk about it now. When I'm talking about my wash day, I'll talk about it. Today I'm talking about how you look after your single plait, and how you detangle in preparation for your braid out. If I want to have a braid out, I don't just wash, color, and then hey, braid out. I don't do that, especially if I've had my hair in braids for many weeks. But many weeks means that every week when I have new growths like this, okay, I take out the plait and I finger the tangle and do all the necessaries and I replat it. That stretches the new growth, and I give it one more day before I do my braid out. Therefore, it's gonna make my braid out how's it gonna make, it's gonna make my braid out much more defined, and I don't know whether volume, the new growths will be stretched out. Like when I first talked about my video, my previous video, this hair looked really low, but because I replatted this, it started to look a bit longer. Now technically when I had a perm, I had hair to my shoulders, but if I really pull this or whatever, it looks like it's going past my shoulders because I've had a natural hair for proper natural hair. Probably next year will make it 2 years, but I started transitional probably 2017, 2018. I really can't remember because I still had my perm hair and only tiny was taken from the top, and technically it's better to say even 6 months, because I already started taking proper care of my hair in August. Because remember, I told you when I had my July wash day, I had my plaits just sitting in my week, because like, oh, I'm gonna wash it, I'm gonna wash it. No point doing my moisturizing. I didn't do much moisturizing. Now I told you what happened. It you know, so this time around, it mattered, it got dread and blah blah blah. I've got a video for it. It's just that my YouTube channel is a bit strange now. If you see my YouTube channel, you'll see only one guy and me. That guy is some former soccer player, I don't know him. And I just put it up a long time ago when I wanted to test a YouTube channel. So the YouTube channel comes out to two, and he says, oh, his wife and his girlfriend, was some sort of a joke, I don't know. So I don't know the guy. It's just on my channel. So I don't know how you're gonna do it. If you wanna check my previous video, you're gonna have to do JOSUJI 007, and you will see two. And one with the photo is this one whereby I don't have much. The other one without the photo would show my previous video. Okay, so I haven't introduced myself properly. Okay, if you're new to my channel, please like, share, and subscribe. I know that I am not really one of those people that have the you know huge channels like the 100,000 people, but a lot of people are disillusioned with the natural community, and because they're looking for smaller YouTubers like me. I don't use any fancy camera. I don't want to use it. In fact, today is the first time I've started using my iPad. Usually, I use my iPhone, and I just managed to find a little box and something else that I can actually put my iPad, because I'm sick and tired. This camera could fall anytime because I'm sick and tired of holding my phone and doing videos. Okay, and this channel, like I told you, I talk about everything. I've also done some cooking and stuff as well. I'm gonna try and do more cooking. I don't know if I'm gonna film my Christmas cooking. I'm not sure if I really want to do that. Yeah, I don't know. I talk about my Christmas decoration, and I have a wreath on my door. Less is more. I don't do too much Christmas decoration. I only do a little bit. So I've got like a shiny twig over there, and that's it. And I don't know. Alright, I'll show you Rudolph later on. Okay, so basically, it's 7 minutes, and I haven't actually told you what I usually do. So I just thought I better tell you all of that. It's not just hair I talk about. I talk about political stuff. I talk about women's issues, young people's issues, men's issues as well. Anything you want to talk about, I talk about money management. I talk about loss. I talk about bereavement, especially in this difficult time. I didn't lose anybody to COVID, but I've just heard that a friend of a relative just lost her brother. It's really sad, but I did lose my parents before COVID. So basically, I know how to deal with bereavement, and there is a link between bereavement and hardships after a while, because you're busy with thinking about funeral costs and all that. So one day I'll talk to you about how I manage my money and all that. And this is one of the reasons why during this lockdown, I don't really find things that difficult. If I do, I'm able to deal with it because I had my difficult time before COVID. So I'm living in a home that is not very expensive. I learned how to manage my budget, long before COVID. So whatever COVID throws at me, I'm always going to be in my warm home. I'm always going to be able to pay my bills. I may be late on one or two things. So I do feel really guilty sometimes because I'm in my warm bed, and there are a lot of people that are losing their job. Oh, we're about to have a Matt Hancock and Chris Whitty, Downing Street News Conference. Damn, I'm gonna continue this. I think it's gonna be standing between them, So I'm gonna do that. So yes, again, it's your girl Janet from Wimbledon, Southwest London. And like I told you, I talk about so many different things, and I've been in the public sector for a very long time. I've worked in the public and private sector, and right now I'm still just doing online research stuff because I can't. I had a change. I had a career break, and I was due to go back to work, but I had to do interviews again. So my interviews were counseling. So I just have like some very important paperwork to do and some online things to do. And I know when people are really hassled with Christmas coming, so I'm going to talk about that another time. I'm just trying to refresh you on who I am on YouTube and usually the different things I talk about. So we're not going to go into other things now. I'm just going to tell you now today, like I said, I'm going to talk to you about basically not necessarily having a braid out. I'm gonna do that soon. It's about taking care of your natural plaits in preparation for your wigs or a braid out, because 2 days before Christmas I'm gonna put my wig. And when I put my wig, I'm not gonna make the same mistake I made at the beginning of long. I mean, every month I'm gonna be washing. Every week I'm gonna be moisturizing. I'm gonna be putting all the leave-in stuff, and yada yada yada. When I do this stuff, because I wash my hair in plaits, I always wash my hair in plaits. Even if I don't have plaits, it reverberates, and it. I don't know whether I lose the hydro bond because it's in plaits. Maybe I don't, or whatever it is. Okay, and I just want to say, so basically, I don't really do pre-poo. What I do is every week I just detangle my hair. So that would be my pre-poo before my wash day for the next week. It depends on when my wash day. I don't detangle because of wash day. I just know that I moisturize my hair every week and I detangle. And then when it gets to wash day, I do my normal washing, everything I'm doing, and then when it's dried, I detangle, and I wait for it to dry, and basically that's what I do. Um, when I had my last wash day, I talked about my last wash day, how I had my hair in a wig, an old wig, for throughout the beginning of the lockdown from March to July, and I don't know what happened. I wasn't doing my online course, I wasn't doing my exercises. I just sort of like was just chilling. Sometimes I would go for a walk. Ooh, my emotions were just going on. So it wasn't the lockdown that was bothering me. I'm used to my privacy anyway. The lockdown gave me actually more privacy. It gave me actually a little bit more money, and also I know where to get stuff if I wanted to get stuff. Like I said, I went to private places to get stuff, and I did a video about that. I went to private stores to get things. So the trains and the trams would have been empty, so it didn't really give me that much pressure. But I don't know, I just kept saying, oh, I'll wash my hair, I'll wash my hair. Sometimes things happen and I delayed washing my hair, but I wasn't looking after it. And my last video would tell you how my hair turned to dreadlock and matted. So basically, since before my second wash day, or not necessarily my second wash day, my wash day of now, I just washed my hair few days ago, and I put color as well. I'm gonna talk about that in another video. That's not what I'm talking about right now. What I'm talking about is how you look after your natural hair in between wash days, moisturizing, or when you want to wear a wig. Okay, you must always wash your hair. Okay, now what I do is that I wash my hair once a month. Before I say anything, I'm not a trichologist or cosmetologist or anything. I talk about my hair the way I want to look after it. My washing of my hair comes in really different stages. This is really gonna be a really long video, so I may have to stop it because I'm gonna show you how I detangle my hair. Okay, um, there is the I told you about it. There's the apple cider vinegar first, but I've stopped that. I now add that into my moisturizer. At least it's mixed with water. So there's the washing of my hair. There's the two types of conditioning: rice water, onion juice, and then there's the deep penetrating moisturizing conditioning. And before I put that, I put coconut oil and olive oil as a hot oil, because I don't put coconut oil on my scalp. I put it as a hot oil treatment, and then I add my moisturizing more on it, and then I wait again with my body heat, or I sit next to, I have a portable heater, so I sit next to it, or I just use my hand dryer and do this for 2 minutes. And once my shower cap is hot, I put my bonnet and I just go and sit down, or I go and do, I don't know, I go and do some household chores or watch YouTube or do the washing up or just do other things until it's 30 minutes. That's how I do my I don't sit on a dryer or a steamer or anything like that. So that's what I do. And basically, so I'm going to talk about this stuff, about how I take out my plait to detangle it and replait it. Okay, because you got to protect your hair and protect your plait before you have your braid out or before you put your hair in a wig. So every week I moisturize my hair with aloe vera juice, water. I have some liquid setting lotions that have menthol in it, whether it's Dr. Milk. I just add it to it. In future, once the stuff goes down, I want to start adding even though I add a bit of malt and apple cider vinegar to it, but it's mixed with those watery stuff, so it's not gonna really destroy my scalp, because people say it's acid you're putting on your hair. I'm gonna start adding green tea or black tea in it, or any kind of herbal tea, and just see how that's gonna work. I always experiment. I like to do things in my kitchen. And then when I do that for my moisturizing, then I put my leave-in stuff or my leave-in conditioner and very light oils that can go on my scalp and my moisturizing. So that it's a light oil like this and my moisturizing lip, okay? But because I'm treating my, you know, before I put those stuff, I always put something like Vicks or any kind of balm, tiger balm or whatever, so that it can, because I use cold water to, to use the last conditioning, so my scalp opens again. I can put all this leave-in stuff and so on. My hair grease, which could be anything, it could be carrot hair, and my hair butter could be like an African shea butter or coconut oil. That's what I would use. Hey, I just found this. you know, that would be only for my hair only. Okay. So what I do first is that I've already done it already, because my nighttime routine is to put any kind of Vicks or balm around my hair, my temple, and my back, and then I will put a really light oil on my, not a heavy oil, but because I'm treating the middle of my hair, I take a little castor oil and put on the middle of my hair as well, and I put on all this stuff around my hair, my temple and all that. I do that for my evening routine, and I moisturize my hair. That is the only time that I put stuff on my hair. I don't put stuff on my hair except once a week, and then once a month when I'm doing my wash day. That is the only time I would put stuff, because I need to have my night routine, and that's it. I have to put some little medicated oil on my hair to brush up my hair, so that when I go to bed it will keep working. But because it's 4:30, it's nearly 5, we're already in the evening, I don't want to just do my detangling and then you know. So basically that would be the first thing I would do before I do my detangling. Sort out my scalp first, and put the necessary things I put in my hair, like light oils and moisturizing milk. The reason, and I don't put any leave-in stuff, because this is what I'm doing. I'm not moisturizing my hair today. This is just what I'm doing to take out my plaits. Yes, this is what I do to take out my plaits. When I'm moisturizing my hair with my special moisturizing water, which I've already named what I put in it, like the aloe vera juice and all those stuff, then I can put my leave-in stuff. And then when I'm washing my hair, when I finish the washing and the wash routine and all that, then I'll start putting my leave-in stuff. So I will talk about my wash day routine another time. I don't really believe in pre-poo. What I do is every week I just detangle my hair, and what I do is that I use either oil or moisturizing milk, and that's what I do. I have a pencil, and I'll show you why I use a pencil. Okay, most of the time I use my hand, but I'm gonna tell you why I use a pencil. And I use my finger most of the time, basically. Ooh, the first conference have started, but I'm gonna leave that. Oh, I use my finger, a wild tooth comb. I could use a bigger wild tooth comb, but once my hair is in plaits, they're quite small, so I have to use something small. And I use a little baby brush. It's got spaces, so hopefully it won't cut my hair. Now, obviously, I do use my finger. I do use my finger to do this, but the thing is, this is the only time that I have to touch my hair, except for when I wash my hair. So I like my hair to have the option of having a brush. Do you know what I mean? Or else means I will never be able to brush my hair. This is going on 19 minutes, so I don't know. I don't know how this is going to be. Maybe I'll just give you 1 or 2 examples and I'll say goodbye. But I just thought that we should have a chat first, because I haven't seen you guys in ages. I've already talked about my decoration, whereby I only put a wreath, and there you go. So basically this is what I would do. I don't know if this is a good background, or should I, but you know what, this is the only best place I can really, I don't think it makes any difference, does it? Ooh. Okay. Okay, ladies and gents, boys and girls, let us proceed. Okay, so this is what I do. First of all, I bet most people will say they already know how to do this, but I'd like to just do this and have a little an additional chat. If you're gonna have your hair in natural plaits, like I already told you, this natural plaits, I can take it to the cinema, I can take it to the shops, or I can wear a hat. But the way it looks like, I'm not sure that I can take it to work. So 2 days before Christmas, I'm gonna wear my wig. I got a kinky wig about a month ago, and I kept it because I don't want to go to the salon to do my Kenro. I'm just not risking going to the salon, the eye doctor, the dentist, whatever. If I'm not feeling ill, I'm not going for all my checkups until next summer. I'm just not risking it. I mean, COVID is still very, people are still dying, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna talk about the vaccination. I'm not sure whether I'm gonna have it, but let everyone have it first, and then I'll see. Right. So when you wash your hair or when you moisturize your hair, you do your conditioning and then you do your coloring and something. And I'm gonna talk to you what happened, why I decided to do my coloring. Because why would you do your coloring if you're gonna do wig? Because I want to do a braid out before I put my wig. Today's the 10th of December, and from the 22nd, I'm gonna have a wig, and I'm gonna meet ability for a meal in from the 20th. So I thought I need to have that opportunity to have my braid out soon before I put my wig. So in case of you, why would you want to have it December? Because I haven't had the chance to have my braid out yet, and I want to have my braid out, my first braid out, before I put my wig. So I'm gonna put a kinky wig. I've got a kinky wig, I've got a straight wig, and I've got a spiral wig. So I need to just get used to these wigs because I don't do weave-ons. That's what I did as a teenager and 20s and blah blah blah. And I have a little silver hair in front, so I had to do my coloring and all that. So if you're gonna wear a wig or you want to do your braid out, if you have this single plaits, or whatever plait you have, when you wear your wig, okay, you're not going to be wearing it 24 hours a day. When you come back, you're going to take it out, and I'm going to tell you about cleaning your wig. Stop focusing on the outside. You need to clean the inside. So we're not here to talk about that, okay? You still need to wash your hair when you wash your hair. Now I can only talk about me. I wash my hair once a month. Now I am not an expert, okay, but I do what was right for me. I'm just not going to do my routine every week. That's just ridiculous. You don't want to have too much water on your hair all the time. But once a week, I do moisturize my hair with my mixtures that I've already mentioned already. Water, aloe vera juice. I've got a I have a leave-in setting lotion in it, just a little bit because it's got menthol, and that's what I use anyway. And I may add a bit of cider vinegar inside that mixture because I don't put it directly on my home on its own on my hair. It may be a bit too much now because the middle of my hair is getting very sensitive. But that's not because of the cider vinegar, that's because of something else, and I'll talk about that in another video. Um, and I'm thinking of putting all these tea rings now in it, like black tea or green tea. I'm gonna add it, I'm not gonna wash it out. I'm always thinking of experimenting with my hair water to do that pH level or something like that. Now, like I told you, I'm not an expert. I have a legal background, I'm doing an online psychology course. I'm interested in going into online business and so on. I'm gonna call all this or email all these people that have cosmetics and tell them to send things to me. If they don't, I'm just gonna buy it and I'm gonna tell you all about it because I'm not an influencer. I'm not being sponsored yet, so I'm gonna be able to tell you the truth. And like I said, people are tired of the stuff, so you're gonna have to wash your hair. I wash my hair once a month and I do the necessaries. Okay, whether I want to have a braid out or put my hair in a wig, and when I have single plus like this, I moisturize my hair every week. And when I start to have new growths like this coming out, so putting oil on my scalp didn't stop my growth. I like to take it out and replat it and finger detangle it and use a brush as well to detangle it. That will give me the chance to brush out my hair. If you finger detangle your hair at least once a week, I'm not doing it every day. I have a life. Even in lockdown, I have a life. Okay, you will have less. So before this goes to a 1 hour video, hey ho, I'm going to begin And I'll tell you what I normally do. So this is what you do when you have a wig, when you're using a wig, or when you want to do a braid out. I don't just wash color my hands. Said, hey, oh, it's time for my braid out. No, because you're going to have all these new growths, and your braid out is gonna look like half coil, half straight hair. So if I have time, not like I have to go to work tomorrow. Some people are working from home. I have a career break, so I'm doing voluntary stuff online, And I was trying to join a business with a friend of mine online, but I decided I was advised to just concentrate on my own. So basically, this is what I would do. Um, I'm supposed to use oil, but I'm going to use my moisturizing milk. You can use oil if you want. So what I've done is I've already oiled my scalp and put my moisturizing milk on my scalp. The reason I've done that is when I start to butter my plaits with my grease, I don't want that touching my, I only use light oils. Recently, I've decided to use only light oils on my, but I will still excuse olive oil and castor oil. I know they're thick, but I just take very little and I'll put them on my scalp for my nighttime routine after I put Vicks or balm, because only castor oil can grow my scalp, because sometimes my scalp get troublesome and I have a little problem. I have a little bit of a tiny hair loss, not much. So those oils are just too important not to put them on my scalp. Okay, so I know people say that they think it's only hair grease, Vaseline, hair butters like coconut oil and maybe shea, shea butter and shea butter that I wouldn't put on my scalp, but I will put olive oil and coconut oil on my scalp only if I'm doing a hot oil treatment. So it's different than putting it on dry hair. And when I put it on dry hair, it's just to coat my plaits to dry. I'll see how that would work. I mean, if I can't use coconut oil, I can just use shea butter or whatever. And even if I'm using coconut oil, is just to protect, because I would put my own normal grease, because I have my own hair cream, so unless I'm getting an intense moisture day cream, my hair grease, I have a lot of hair grease, so I'm not going to buy another hair grease onto that finish. The natural hair thing, you may have a moisture hair cream, but you still need hair grease and you still need butter, because you're going to use it to coat your hair. I only use it to coat my hair. I do not use it to, I don't put any of them in my, I don't put them on my scalp. I mean, I know my scalp will still grow, but I just decided that my scalp will only be now light oils, my moisturizing cream, my leave-in conditioner, and my day cream, what you call your intense moisture day cream. But my hair grease, like your Blue Magic, Kerry, Dr. Milk is a bit creamy, but I still call them do grow all those hair grease, and the butters like shea butter, shea butter, and coconut oil. Sorry, I keep getting these emails coming out and they keep sounding on my watch and I'm looking at them. Sorry. I've just decided that those are going to just be on my hair. I mean, it wouldn't stop my hair from growing, but we have an oil called sebum, and I just want to make sure that the oil on my hair will be light, because I still have to put a light medicated oil, whether it's eucalyptus or peppermint oil on my hair, so that any problem area on my hair, it can really spruce up. But because I don't have peppermint oil, and I'm not going to go on Amazon for just one item, I'm not going to do that unless I'm buying my. So this is where I use Vicks or balm or tiger balm or abaniki or any kind of tiger balm, the ones we put on our chest, on our nostrils and all that. I buy an extra one and I just put, whether I have a problem or not, I always put it around my hairlines and the back of my hair, my temple and all that, even on my eyebrows. So that makes my eyebrow grow back quickly. You understand? And I massage my hair and do that every evening. That's the only thing I put on my hair every evening. I don't put any other products on my hair except when I'm doing my moisturizing once a week. Okay? I have to find a way to shorten this video. So if you have your hair in plaits, or you've divided your hair in plaits, like for example, I have my hair like this in plaits. Anytime I want to moisturize my hair or wash my hair is always divided in plats, and that's the way it is. And even if I'm coloring, okay, so every week or every 12 days I take out each plait and replace the plait again. And before I take out the plait, this is what I would do. um like I told you, I will put only what I need to put on my scalp at once, so I don't have to bother my scalp again. That's what I would do. So now, what when I've done all the doables, like sorted out my scalp, so I'm not gonna touch my scalp again. This is what I will do to take out my scalp. I'm gonna use my pink oil. When this finish, we've had this since we were using this since we were kids. I'm gonna get the one from Cream of Nature because, like I said, I'm not gonna get the only new products I've got is organic leave-in conditioner and some can-to leave-in stuff. And sorry, day cream. That's because I didn't have a creamy stuff, and that's that. But you never see me buying a deep conditioner or a hair grease because I already have a lot of those ones: olive oil, organics, Dr. Miller. And I've already said I'm not gonna buy anything. And this is exactly the problem with the black community. You got all these products coming out, you know. So I'm gonna try to email some companies. Um, ooh. So first of all, I use something really whatever to get rid of this stuff to open it. Something moisturizing. It can be oil or a moisturizing cream to open this. And then I don't really, you know, and it's when I finish opening it, then when I finish taking it out, I have to try and remind myself to go really slow because the problem is my hair in front. Few months ago, I used to have a fringe, or actually, I've had it for years. So my hair in front is always small. And when I transformed maybe 2017, 18, but I was only still transforming. I think that it's only been a year that I've been fully natural. I've always been pat pen, pat whatever. And to tell you the truth, I feel like I've really started from August in a way because that's when I really started taking my hair seriously. Even when I went natural, I didn't really understand how to take my hair because when I had a perm, I used to, ooh, it's coming out. Oh yeah. I'll tell you if you can't take this out, I'll show you what to do. Um, you know, snip, snip, snip. I still have my pair of scissors here. Um, you know, maybe I shouldn't put too much oil on my hair. Well, this is a moisturizing milk that I'm putting on my hair to give it that nice sleep. So basically this is what I would do. Oh, I've just used only white powder, lipstick, and eyebrow pencil. I just thought if I'm gonna turn out, then I might as well put a little makeup on. When I'm at home, I don't put too much makeup. So there you go. So during the course of the time, I'm gonna be talking about my hair journey, my natural hair journey, and my weight loss journey. Because if you see some of my photos that eventually I'm gonna show, it's when I used to go to the gym up to 2014, and then life happened, things happened, stuff happened in my family. We had a life changing incident in my family, you know, and people died. And then I was also moving house at the same time, and it was a very stressful time. I also had to learn how to handle my money, and you know. So basically, I just decided to do my own exercises at home. I have a few exercise equipment. So sometimes I'm really up and running with my exercise, and sometimes I relax and all that. So 1 minute I'm looking like Madonna, the next minute I'm looking like Humpty Dumpty. So I'm taking that serious. But you know what? We've had a very quiet Halloween, which I don't care because I don't want people, I don't want kids at my door anyway. We've had little or no bonfire nights. We've had little or no Diwali, Hanukkah, all these things. And now we're gonna have like a restricted Christmas, which doesn't bother me because my family don't have big Christmases anymore anyway, since my parents passed. So what we do is we have like smaller Christmas, and which is fine because it's less pressure. So I think that's why I'm not finding things really difficult like a lot of people. I usually have it would be nice to just sit in a church and have Christmas carols, but some people are doing that, but I really don't want to risk it. Not until I decide whether I want to take the vaccine. I don't want to risk it. But I do buy some things online. I bought some things online, but I still want to have the experience to go to the. I really want that experience. Yeah, I don't know. Don't you think? Just have that experience to go to the shops and all that. I do a lot of ordering. If I don't feel like cooking, I order food from the restaurant through delivery or Uber Eats. But so look at it now. Oh, I've managed to bring this out. I think that's because I brought it out before. I'm gonna show you when you get stuck what you can use. So I brought this out. So you can see this side of my hair is much longer, and that's because my front hair is has always been short. But I know it's growing. You know why I know it's growing? Because I have little silver hair in the front. So when it starts sprouting out, you know my hair is growing. And the way you know your hair is growing is if you have plaits like this. I don't know if I can show you. If I do this, all this hair here, they're all new growths. You know, that's why I've had my wash day. You know, see, there's not much stuff because every week I do try to detangle my hair. I do try to detangle my hair. Ouch. Hmm. Yeah, sorry, I'm feeling a bit out of sorts. It's that time of the month today, and it was really getting late. And don't worry, I'm not pregnant. I don't have a boyfriend. Thank God. I can't imagine being pregnant during COVID. My heart goes to a lot of people. Anyway, so my period finally arrived today, and I'm just feeling really. I mean, I'm not really feeling exactly, but I'm just feeling like I want to eat everything. You know, I didn't even have my fruit yogurt, but it's strange because sometimes it makes me feel like I can't eat anything, and then after it makes me feel. So I'm gonna tell you stuff that's going on in the natural hair community. Like I said, I'm not a hair expert. I really just talk about what's right for me after reading a lot of stuff. I didn't really know how to take care of my hair when I started transforming because I used to be so terrified of going to the salon. It was just a very distressful time. I mean, they were nice and all, but I don't want to be funny, but I'm not sure I like black salons that much. They're just too much sometimes. They're just really too much. Um, Before I stopped going to the salon, I started to go to pure African salons. Some of them are still speaking their native language. What I like them is that they do as you're told. They're told, and that's that. And you take your pick. They don't argue with you. But when I told her, and this lady did my hair, I could do better than her. So I just thought, well, I now know how to do my own coloring. I do my own treatment. I can put my hair in single plaits like this and put a wig. So unless I want to do my Kenru, which I decided not to do this, December, because I thought, what? Why should I go? COVID is still in the air, so I don't really know what precautions they're taking. And I'm trying to learn my comb. I'm not gonna learn it with attachment. That's just gonna be a waste of my life. I'm gonna learn to do it on my own, and then the salon can do it with attachment. Right now, I'm just happy with my single plaits, and that's that because I can't even do twist out, and I don't want to do twist out. I don't like those things, and it's just ridiculous. If I try to twist this hair now, it just never works for me. Is this what you do when you're doing your twist out? So when you get to the end, do you? And the problem with twist out, there's no tension in twist out. There's just not twist out in ordinary twist. There's no proper tension in it. I don't know how they make the tension really. I just don't like it. I like to have a bit of tension, not too much, but a little bit of tension. Um, you know. So single plaits are my best because I can do it. It doesn't look that great. And to tell you the truth, when you have these videos of people saying, oh, they've done their conditioning and their plaits look, when you wash your plaits look like this. This is how your plaits look. They don't look like, I bet they have some other, most of these people, they have these shiny plaits. I'm sorry, I just don't believe it. Okay, So basically, you finger detangle from the top to the bottom. This one's not very, very, it's not very, very matty or anything like that because I do detangle every week. Ooh. Ooh. I'm not going to be here. I'm just basically, don't worry, we're just having a chat. Um, I don't know. I know I have space on my iPad, but at some point this is gonna cut. Uh oh. I've got one a little bit of mat in here that's just come out. I didn't cut it out. So this is what I'm saying about trimming. I don't feel bad that it's come out, but it's not like I had it for a long time. So why would this stuff come out? So this is what I use. I know there's like no need to use it, but I just pick at the bottom and then I start combing from the top. I'm not sure why this stuff. There's not much. I only got this that came out, but Oh, you. I try not to go emotional about it. I think there's something about the top of my hair is still very well. It's because it's the front of my hair and it's the lighter bit of my hair. So you know, um, the mistake that I have made is that I've used the oil to take out my plait. But what I've forgotten to do is once I've used the moisturizing oil to take out my plait, um, I know this seems like a waste of time. This is something I started doing recently. Is putting my stuff on it. Oh, I don't want it to touch the scalp, but hey ho. And then putting my butter as well. This is really gonna be a messy kind of thing. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, I really don't like messy jobs. So what I'll do is I'm gonna when I finish using the oil to detangle, I'm gonna sort of like use my wire tooth comb first, and then I'm going to oh, put my butter. See, this is why I wash my combs. Just rub it on the rest of the hair, just not the scalp. Again, it doesn't normally take this long, but I'm trying to show you something. Look, we can just have a chat, ooh, so I'm gonna use my whatever because why I still use the festival. I'm always trying not to be afraid of my hair because another thing is that I can I can brush in the you know I can brush in the stuff. When all these things that when people say, oh, you can use a Jericho, you can use a cord definer, yada yada yada. Um, I found out that when you wet your hair anyway, your hair is already going to be coily, or when you do a braid out anyway. Mm. I'm not really bothered if there's too most of the knots are gone and all that. This part of my hair is so fine and it's so delicate, so that's why I need to be really careful. Oh, oh dear me. I'm not gonna put my moisturizing milk again. I'm just not gonna do that. Or maybe I'll just do it for the sake of it. I don't know. Don't worry, this is not a tutorial on plants. I don't have time